Hello guys, welcome to the stream. 5:15 today, different timing. It'll be a bit later today, but it should mean if I stream on a Monday we shouldn't have any lag issues now. That is the plan, that's the plan of doing this stream as late as this. James, welcome. Looks like we've got a whole alphabet here as well. Well, I'm deeply honoured. Jack, welcome. Owen, welcome. Good amount of you are here already. This is a nice start. Welcome, guys. It's what happens when you actually schedule a stream and you plan for it to go live when you actually... Well, I didn't actually plan to go live this early. Well, this late, actually, I should reiterate. But I only just remembered about why I had lag issues last time. I streamed on the Monday, so I fixed that now. Streaming an hour and a bit later, because my brother tends to have tuition lessons at that time on Skype. And if we're both using the same Wi-Fi, then the stream's going to be in the bin. But now he's just finished his, so this should work. More of you here. Dextino, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you again. Lecorn Henry, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you as well. Liverpool Dude as well. Some familiar users. It's good to see all of you again. Right. 9 people watching already? Holy crap. Hello, guys. Right. Let's go to the stream now. And what a game we've got to start off with. This is definitely worth the viewers here because we have got a top-of-the-table clash to start things off. So it only did occur to me that Fulham have not played Bournemouth yet, but I was waiting for it, and we're nearly at the halfway stage, of course, with only 2 games after this weekend, we'd be at the halfway stage. So, my goodness, they've teased us so long for this game, and finally we're going to get it, and let's get on with it. Let's actually get this game started already. It's good to see everyone here. So the first match that FIFA 22 is going to predict is Fulham and Bournemouth. What is going to happen in the top of table clash here? I mucked that up. By the way, guys, this will be featured in my score predictions video on the Friday as well. So say hi to YouTube if you like. I mean, it's not worth it, but you know what? You'll be featured in that Friday's video. You had a great week of predictions. Couple of you did. Couple of you got double figures, and what a brilliant save, I think, by Rodak to start things off. Bournemouth already go on to the attack. Yeah, Lequan, I definitely remembered you having a good game week. I think there was only you and one other. Oh, we've got an opening goal! Bournemouth has started really well, and they've got the opening goal of the game. Jefferson Lerma has scored. I mean, unless he gets his red card rescinded, I don't think this will happen in real life. But what a start by Bournemouth. Wow. Josh Hart, welcome to the stream as well. I've not seen you for a while, but it's good to see you guys. Oh, it's a really good header, but poor defending. 1-0 Bournemouth. You're getting a signed shirt on your birthday? That's a nice present, you know. Very, very nice present. FIFA cam. Yeah, I'll change it at half-time, Jack, based on timing. Hopefully we can win tonight, move up to 3rd. So, yeah, QPR could move up to 3rd. Yes, because they can overtake West Brom. They're 1 point behind. No, they're 2 points behind them, but they've got a game in hand. So, a win is essential. But they're playing against a Derby side where only Blackburn Rovers have beaten... they were only beaten at home by Blackburn Rovers. You know, every other team has either drawn or lost to Derby at home. So, Derby at home are quite tricky customers. So, it's definitely not... a guaranteed win. That's all I'm going to say. Hence why I backed Derby in this game. But anyone like QPR who scored in every league game so far this season can be a team that can prove me wrong. It's good to see all of you saying hi to each other as well. It's nice that we've seen a very, very nice community here. Some of our fans are wanting rid of Corberan if we lose to Barnsley. I don't think... Oh, hang on. We've got a chance here for Bournemouth to increase their lead. Oh... QPR in the Prem, says Liverpool Dude. It'll be nice to see them back again. And actually, I would rather that they go under this strategy rather than the previous strategy that Tony Khan had when he just spent all this money, you know, on the squad, a bit like Football Manager. I would have really liked to see QPR just go up with full-grown talent. And that's what I exactly want to see. I think a big reason with Corberan having the pressure is the form. I'm going to say in my review video, you've already seen it. It has been posted about 10 minutes ago. That Huddersfield have lost 3 out of their last 4. Of course, they beat West Brom, which was a brilliant result. But other than that, in their last 3 games, it has been 3 defeats. So it's been really, really poor for Huddersfield recently. And they definitely need to address this. And it's surprising because the players like Sorba Thomas, who was scoring and assisting for fun, has been almost a shadow of the player than what he was. And they've just not created anywhere near enough effectively as they have done at the start of the season. I think it's grateful for them, or they're grateful at least, that they're still up in 8th place and only a matter of points away from the top 6. But another couple of games of bad results, then they will start to lose touch and they'll become a mid-table team. Where if Huddersfield are going to really be ambitious, you know, they're going to have to set those very high standards, and Corberán will have to understand that. It's a tricky situation. Right, here come Fulham now. Oh, it's a good bit of defending there. Good to say UK back on the score sheet. Yes, it's good to see Jukovic score a goal after all this time. He's been in quite a big goal drought. And it's good to see Birmingham win again, because they've have been really struggling with their form recently, of course, and actually scoring goals too. But that game, Birmingham Blackpool, I think was actually the closest game this weekend. You know, in terms of chances, opportunities, and possession, it really nothing separated them. I would say I think the goalkeeper for Blackpool made more saves, but other than that, in terms of having their opportunities, it was really, really tight, and I think definitely that was the closest game there. Jordan James assist, yes, I'm really happy for him for that. Pedersen and Graham back in, yeah, I mean, that's exactly what they need. Here comes Fulham with a chance. Can they get one just before half time? No, I think it's defended well. No, unless they do get something from there. Oh, it is good defending now. It will be half time 1-0. Cody, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you again. Coventry getting promoted, says Cody. I think they may have a chance for top 6, but whether I think they get promoted, I do think they need more depth, personally. They've got a quality 11, but they need more depth in that quality. So personally, I don't think so, but they're definitely a really, really great team to watch. Blue Terrier, Leeds should have probably lost on Saturday and will probably lose to Palace. Yeah, Brighton. I watched that game live because my grandparents were arriving and they love their Premier League football. So I watched Brighton Leeds with them, and my goodness me, it was so one-sided in that first half. And it's been the story of Brighton's season. I mean, it's been the story of many Brighton's seasons, to be honest. They can literally create so much, but then cannot take their chances. Coventry got really lucky with how many last-minute winners they got soon. Their luck will run out, and I think they'll miss out on playoffs. That's what I predicted in my mid-season, not my mid-season, my updated predictions. I predicted Coventry to finish 7th, like where Reading finished last year, because I think it'll be a similar sort of season. I could kind of visually see that going across with Coventry. I mean, I might be wrong. Coventry may surprise me, but yeah, they're definitely making me really happy to watch them. Because I'm really liking what I've seen with Coventry. They're not a team grinding out results. They're playing attractive football and are taking every team on. They're fearless, which is what I like. Patty McSauce, I love that name. Who's your favourite female footballer? Mine is Jenna Tills. Oh, you got me. You got me. Fair play, man. I knew it straight away. Oh my god. If that's an actual name, then I feel sorry for her. But no, I think you just straight out baited me there. Oh my goodness me. Oh my gosh. I mean, if I were to answer your question seriously, Frank Kirby, probably my favourite. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I fell for that. It's not even, yeah. I got a ticket to go to Millwall. Good on you, Jack. I can't believe I got that. Not saying, yeah. I think Coventry, yeah, but sometimes it just doesn't matter when you score. It's just sometimes it's about, making sure you get the result. You can be in the game, and sometimes I think Coventry might have been unlucky. You're off to see Colchester, even though you support Liverpool. Fair enough. I mean, good on you. I mean, if you live in Essex, then I think Colchester will be the team to support right now. Essex teams aren't really doing us a favour right now, based on how poor they've been in the National League South right now. On the XG scale, Huddersfield are 22nd, showing that we are overachieving massively. That's interesting because I do remember looking at some stats in the start of the season where Huddersfield were taking a load of their chances. I can't get over that still. Oh no! Fair play, man. You got me. Yeah, you got me. I should have saw that. That's actually a really good one. I'll try that in other people as well because it looked so innocent, to be honest. For to be honest, my friend would be disappointed. He's a huge West Ham's women's supporter, and he would know that there's no one called Jenna. I'm not even going to say the surname at this point. Right, enough from that. Fulham, Bournemouth. It's still 1-0 Bournemouth at the moment. And we've not really had any goalkeepers make a save till that goal came in, to be honest. Fulham have been pushing, but they've not forced any saves. They've really not been able to attack Bournemouth, to be honest. They've defended very, very well. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly check the... Well, it's not the official results, but I'm going to check the current standings of the polls. Here comes Fulham. So I'm just checking. So goal of the weekend. There's a 4-way tie. Only 4 people have voted. Yeah, I'll do the FIFA cam in the second game, by the way. Sorry, I should have done it in the first half. The goal of the weekend community tab poll. There's a 4-way tie because there's only been 4 votes and there's been 4 different voters. So if you guys want to make a difference, right, that's the full-time whistle. Bournemouth pick up a really crucial 1-0 away win. Right, let's... yes, Southend and National League, but I'm talking about teams like Billericay Town, Braintree Town, and Chelmsford City. Chelmsford being the city I live in. What's next? I've completely forgotten what is the next game. That's not good. Fulham, Bournemouth was first. Right, early kickoff. Yeah, that's right. I should have remembered, actually. It is Coventry, and they play West Brom. We're going to have to go for Sky Blue versus Black and Red kit. I can change it from the game settings, actually. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Teddy Broadcast. There we go. Play match. I completely forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, it was the community tab polls. So yeah, if you've not voted on them, please do so. Right. So the second game to predict is Coventry versus West Brom, and that snippet you'll see in the score predictions video. So, okay, I can see a couple of people are now voting. In fact, no one's voted on the goal for weekend. There's still only 4 voters there. In fact, no, I lied. There's been a couple more. There's been 2 of you voting there. Duncan Watmore taking the lead, which I would say is my goal for weekend. Swansea, Reading, narrowly taking the lead for result for weekend. Bournemouth, Coventry with a close second, and that was my pick for goal for weekend. Result for weekend, sorry. Player for weekend is interesting because there wasn't really many standout performances. I went for Tom Deli-Bashir as like an underrated player. Prediction of the weekend. I'm pleasantly surprised that I'm winning that. So I only remembered that I predicted 1-1 for the Chelsea Man United game. So Honeygun has also got a couple right. Yeah, so the comments I've seen, Barnsley Posh, and I'm seeing Blackpool and Birmingham as well. But the problem I have with those is that actual multiple people have actually predicted the same score as well. I've used this time to see, has anyone predicted one game that no one else has got right? So that's why I put them in the official poll. But the reason why I've got the other is for the, good games that you guys have predicted, like 1-0 Blackpool and that, which 2 or 3 people may have predicted. That's why I've included that option. Thoughts on Jimmy Defoe, how's it bang? What's in that Charlton job? Sorry I've not replied to that soon. Interesting. I think Charlton wouldn't really want to appoint anyone so far because they're doing really, really well with their interim at the moment. I haven't seen anyone go, so no clue who to vote. Well, definitely if I am asking you to see a goal, see Duncan Watmore's second goal. You would have seen it if you saw my comment of BENHD's video, but I'm playing that goal on repeat. It's literally so addictive. Such a nice goal. When are these matches? They are next week's. So Friday is the Fulham Bournemouth, and then so it'll be Friday the 3rd of December, I believe. Here goes West Brom, good defending. And then obviously Saturday the 4th, you get the rest of them. And I don't think we've got have we got a Sunday match? I think we do have a Sunday match, but we don't have a Monday match for what I know. Duncan Watmore's goal was soft from a Huddersfield perspective. Yeah, I would say that. I think defending-wise, Huddersfield should be stronger. But the quality that Matt Crooks had to have that looped ball and Watmore looping the ball over Nichols. I think Nichols probably should have stayed in his goal. But with the circumstances presented, the improvisation from both of those players were incredible. They really, really were. So yeah, the score predictions video will be out on Friday. I hope, and I can only hope that it goes out on time. I have been struggling to get the video out on time, and actually what I've noticed is that my software doesn't like processing content on stuff I've recorded from window catcher on OBS. It actually slows it down and it causes my software to crash many times. So if I were to do it the traditional way, like how Ben does his score predictions video, the video would be out like that. But I don't want to copy Ben, and that's my dilemma. I want to do something different, but it just takes longer for me to process it, if that makes sense. And obviously, I don't have all the time in the world to do that. So it's about trying to balance it, if that makes sense. But I actually have managed to post this rather quicker than normal, which I'm a bit surprised about. Normally it'll be out around 7ish, but it could have even been out sooner if people weren't streaming, but also just if I actually prepared the goal recording footage quicker. Honeygun, welcome to the stream. I'm doing good. I'm doing all right. How are you doing? It's good to hear you're doing well. Coventry West Brom still currently 0-0 at the moment. This will be a tight game. Coventry with a good result can actually overtake West Brom on the table. So half-time will be 0-0 according to FIFA. I really should see the stats, to be honest, but a lot of the time it's me just wanting to get on with it and just see what's going on. How many of you seen my review videos so far? Okay, a couple of you have. Not many commenting, but we have had 6 likes so far. Thank you for liking the review video. And how's the stream doing? Oh, 15 likes. Jeez, guys, thank you so much. This is quite an awesome start here. We've you've already nearly doubled the amount of likes my my last stream got. So thank you, guys. Yeah, I do appreciate the support. In fact, guys, if you see my video, if you see my comment on BENHD's video, do remember to give it a like or reply if you like. I think actually at the moment, unintentionally, it's actually the most liked comment at the moment. Yeah, fantastic. It's good to see that you're fine. Right. So Coventry West Brom, my views on this game is that right now Coventry have a really tough game, but seeing how resilient they were and the fact that they had the guts to get a comeback against Bournemouth after having a man advantage is good. They just need to remember the fact that West Brom are struggling away from home and not to overthink it. West Brom just need to try and have this fearless attitude that they had against Bournemouth in the opening day of the season. They got knocked down twice, but they came back again twice. I don't see that same determination from West Brom when I look at them now. Do I have a light target for the stream? 30? Is that a bit too much for me to ask? I mean, if you guys share it, if you share it to as many people as you can, and there's new viewers there, then 30 I think should be possible. I think 30 would be a good one. For the subscriber target, I mean, it'll be difficult for me to set a subscriber target. We are one away from 830. We were momentarily on 830, but someone unsubbed today, so we're down to 829 again. But as always, every like would obviously help the stream, but every subscription now means that you guys are ever closer getting the most content you're ever going to get from me. So do remember what's on the line to get there. If it wasn't for injuries, Watmore would still be in the Premier League. Yeah, potentially. Teams that won in the Premier League are Reading, Swansea, Cardiff, Millwall, or QPR, Swansea and Cardiff out together. Also, I want either Wednesday promoted or United relegated. Oh, okay. Interesting. So, I tell you what that will mean. So, that means we'll get the Steel City Derby, whether that'll be League One or Championship. I think Wednesday can get promoted from League One. They should, with the squad they have. It's a ridiculous squad for League One, but they're not really getting the consistency at the moment. Here come West Brom off the bar. Oh, that was so close for West Brom to taking the lead. Oh yeah, Middlesbrough could be a nice one as well. It'll be nice to see them return to the Premier League. Obviously, they were a Premier League club for a good number of years. And then Southgate got them relegated in 2009, and then they had that one season stint under Karanka, and then they forgot how to hit the ball in the back of the net, basically, when they were in that Premier League season. I remember it well because it was the same season when Chelsea won. Here come Coventry. There's a chance. What a save by Sam Johnston! Oh my gosh, chances from both teams in both ends of the pitch. How on earth have we not seen a goal from this game? Wow. But yeah, what Liverpool dude was saying about Cardiff and Swansea, he definitely would like the South Wales Derby to return to the Premier League. We in fact only had the South Wales Derby for one season ever in its existence in the Premier League. And that was in the 13-14 season, I believe. I think we had Malky Mackay against... Oh, who would have been Swansea's manager then? Would it have been Michael Laudrup? Or would it have been Gary Monk? It would have been one of those two, I believe, with the years. MK Dons will get promoted. They've got a really good manager in Liam Manning, and I would love to have... Yeah. MK Dons are an exciting team. Right. Is that a full-time whistle? Right, so that's the full-time whistle, and Coventry West Brom, according to FIFA, will end as a 0-0 draw. Yeah, MK Dons are a really exciting team to me. They obviously had a pretty good season last year. They just missed out getting to the top 6, I would say, and then they're still continuing where they left off. And what they have impressed me, they have lost a couple of players, but they are maintaining some consistency this year, and I think that's really important. They may not need to play the most attractive football, but it's all about results in the end of it, and they're getting results consistently, which is really, really good. I think they had a close game against Sheffield Wednesday. I think they lost 2-1 in a last-minute goal from Sheffield Wednesday or something, which would be disappointing for them. I know they're away from home, and you could be seen as a really good performance, but MK Dons need to be beating the teams around them to even get themselves up there. Ole was manager at Cardiff when they got relegated from the Premier League. Yeah, that's right. In the second meeting of the... well, technically it's happened twice, because obviously the sides meet twice. So I think the first head-to-head would have been Malky Mackay against whoever Swansea's manager was. I think it may have been Michael Laudrup, because was 13-14 the season when Swansea won the Carabao Cup, or was that 14-15? It was around those years. And then the second meeting would have been Ole Gunnar Solskjaer against whatever Swansea manager they had in 13-14. Blue Terrier saying Ole to Salford. I mean, that's a bit of a disrespect. I think Ole needs to do what Lampard's doing right now. Just literally sit out, just take a break. Allow the media just to get off your back a little bit, because it's absolutely ruthless to be a manager in any of these big clubs, and it can take you potentially years even to get the media off your back in that way. So Ollie just has got to be patient. Just watch it as a fan. Just take a break. He deserves it. You do like local derbies, all except the Merseyside. Oh, well, yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? You'd like to see the Bristol derby? Yeah, City and Rovers. We've not... Oh, when was the last time we had that? When was the last time we had that, the Bristol derby? I believe 2012-13 was the last time we had it, but I might be wrong with that. And correct me if I'm wrong, MK Dons and AFC Wimbledon. Yeah, well, technically they are a bit local, but obviously, if you remembered the AFC conversation I told you last time, there's a real fierce rivalry of them, because MK Dons are technically the old version of Wimbledon. So that's a really, really historical derby, that. He's 20 for 1 for the Salford job. Oh, Solskjaer, just don't be a moron. Just sit back and just don't ruin your career like that. I mean, that's probably because of, oh, what a save. We're getting some brilliant saves. We're not getting many goals, but some brilliant saves. Oh, 13-14. Okay, so it was, I got 1 year wrong, basically. Yeah, Papa John's trophy. That would make sense. Yeah. Oh, here's a chance. Oh, another brilliant save. Another brilliant save by Brad Collins. Harrison, welcome to the stream, but he's dropping an opinion down saying that Thomas Tuchel is overrated. I wouldn't say the manager's overrated. I would say potentially the squad, or Chelsea particularly, is slightly overrated. What I would say is I just do not think our strikers or our forward line are good enough to break these low block teams down. You see Liverpool against a Southampton who play defensively. You see Manchester City play against these teams and they just naturally are so much better at doing it. But we have seen incidences of Man City or Liverpool dropping points. The interesting part with Liverpool, they're dropping points against really expressive teams where they play football. West Ham, Brighton, for instance. Manchester City, and likewise with Chelsea, they're dropping points against the teams with the low block. So Man City dropped points against Southampton, and we've dropped points against Burnley, and you'd have to put Manchester United down as one of those teams as well. I don't know what's happened, but we've really dropped our viewers very, very recently. I think I've suddenly turned very, very boring. 2-1 win, Joe Bryan with the winner. Yeah, that was oh yeah, of course, that would have been the Bristol game. You're going to this game. Chelsea dominated United yesterday, but both teams scored lucky goals. Really, your penalty. Well, nah, it was a penalty. All the pundits agreed as well. It was definitely a penalty in my books. Right, that's half time. I thought that was full time. You got a yellow card against United. Well, yeah, that was because I think there was an offside that wasn't given, and then United were given a corner in the last minute of the game where they where they had a chance to nick it. They didn't make a chance to nick it because Manchester United only had 2 shots on goal, where it came from 2 mistakes from us. Where I think that's why Chelsea, I would say, do look a bit overrated. And I think one issue, and I hate being this one making excuses, but I do think the list of games is a big contributing factor to that. But regardless, we should have dealt with United no problem. We should not. You concede goals, by mistakes. Every team does that in one stage or another. But even if De Gea have made plenty of saves, De Gea made plenty of saves against Liverpool and Man City, and both teams were comfortable. It's what we do off the ball, and unfortunately, I just don't think Chelsea have got the speed and the creativity and the talent that these other 2 teams in Man City and Liverpool have, and the patience they have to break them down as well. And I think it's a lack of experience as well. Here comes Huddersfield. Oh, it's a good save by Brad Collins. How are we not getting any goal? Fred should have won late on. I did hear about that. I heard Rudiger also had a chance where he should have won late on as well. I didn't watch the match, by the way. I couldn't. I was actually working anyway, so I felt good not to win it to watch it anyway. He got 2 yellow cards against United. Well, he's got some passion there. Newcastle versus Newcastle Jets. Is this a derby? Says Liverpool dude. I don't know where you've got Newcastle Jets from. Is that... No, that's not a team in America or MLS, isn't it? I think it's down to... I don't know where they get these names from, to be honest with you. If there's one area I really need to look into, I don't know where Newcastle Jets is from, by the way. I don't know if it's MLS or not. I could be talking out my rear. But if so, I definitely need to look into MLS and learn a little bit more about it. But I just think it's a bit more branding rather than the quality of football. You know, in stuff in general, I don't really like things to be Americanized, to be honest. I don't have anything against the country or the state, of course, but just don't really, you know, the pure traditionalist Brit here. So don't really live for these new modern American ways. Oh, Australian A-League. Maybe, well, yeah, clearly not America then. Maybe potentially, I don't know where they've got the name Newcastle from. I don't know if there's even a place in Australia that sounds like Newcastle. Yeah, Newcastle and Sunderland is their rivalry. It's the what did they call it? Did they call it the Tynecastle Derby or something? Like Tynecastle or like I can't remember what they called it. I used to know, but seeing as we've not had that derby for nearly 5 years now, you know, it slipped my mind a little bit. You can't blame me for that. You know, you'd potentially would have to blame Sunderland for being far away from Newcastle for so long. I mean, they're 2 leagues apart right now, and they don't look like that they're going back anytime soon, unless Newcastle get relegated and Sunderland get promoted from League One, and then you can be, they can return within 1 year. Wallace and Guam fan, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you again. Could we potentially have a championship superstar watching the stream, like a Benjamin Bloom, maybe a Matt SB, who sometimes pops on anyway? We'll have to see. Tyneside. That sounds more like it. Yeah. I thought Tyneside was potentially Middlesbrough and Newcastle, but yeah, I thought it was Tyneside. I think that's what it is. There's an Argentine team called Arsenal. Yeah, exactly. So there's just going to be other teams around the world that are just named about teams that you get in England. So Luton, Watford, there it says we allow all away supporters apart from Watford. Yeah, they've got a specific derby. I think it's the M1 derby. It's a road. You know, it's like the M23 derby. Oh, no, is it the M23 derby between Brighton and Crystal Palace? It's one of those ones. Right, so according to FIFA 22, Barnsley and Huddersfield, the Yorkshire derby, ends as a 0-0 draw. Okay, end match as a draw. Charlie Brown, welcome to the stream. Right, next is Blackburn and Preston. Right, we've got a Lancaster derby here. Right, we've already seen Preston play Blackpool, and in fact Blackburn have played Blackpool as well. This is always a really good derby to watch as well. Good rivalry there. Oh, I've just realised there's audio playing from my TV. That needs to be turned down. Speakers could be on, but just as long as the mic doesn't pick it up. I've only just realised it. Right. 11 of you guys watching. Thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Reading versus Swindon is the M4 derby. Alright. Yeah, these road names for derbies are always very tricky and always easy to get confused. Yeah, Blackburn Preston is Derby Day. We've got Derby Day next weekend. Bamford and Bill are back tonight. Are they playing tonight? I thought Leeds were playing... Well, Leeds are playing tomorrow, aren't they? I think they're playing Crystal Palace tomorrow. Yeah, I only just figured it out a couple of hours ago, but we've got some midweek games in the Premier League, which is bizarre. You know, we're not used to midweek games in the Premier League. Normally, you'd see them in the Championship, but no, the Premier League are taking a leaf out of the Championship and the EFL's book and doing midweek games. I know Chelsea have got Watford. We've got them in midweek. Right, he's a good ball. Good save by Iverson. Oh, you're talking about the under-23s game. Right, well, if Bamford's playing in that, then surely Bamford's not going to be featured for the main team for tomorrow then. Gosh, Bamford has been out for ages. Absolutely ages. Lots of derbies. There should be a league just for them. And Derby County. Well, Derby County have actually got, they've got a rivalry. They've got the East Midlands derby between Nottingham Forest. Very fierce derby we have in the Championship with them. Right, I've actually not shared my stream on Twitter. Let me do that now. I've only just remembered that. I didn't think about that. I'll quickly share it on Discord as well. I've not calculated my prediction league points yet, but a couple of you have done really, really, really well. And a lot, including me, had a tough week. Brilliant save again. Wow. Again, some really good chances for Blackburn here, who I think, if they carry on, they could have a really, really good season on their hands. They've got the potential for it. I could see him in the bench tomorrow if he plays 60 minutes tonight. Yeah, well, playing 2 games in general is very, very tough. You know, if he's going to be featured the night before, recovering from an injury, I just don't see him having the intensity for Palace, if that makes sense. So, personally, if he is going to be featured in the under-23s, I don't think he's going to start. I mean, we'll see how Marcelo Bielsa deals with things. Preston tried to have a chance, but nah, it's not good enough here. I definitely should have put Preston in their away kit. I don't know why I didn't think there was a kit clash. This month could be make or break for us. Yeah, Leeds need to really they really need to knuckle down Leeds at the moment. Liverpool, Manchester United are the fierce rivals in the Premier League. Are they the biggest rivals of all time? Well, locally, there is quite a distance between Liverpool and Man United. The rivalry there is, they were potentially, in terms of winning trophies, they were 2 of the most decorated teams, historically, which is why their rivalry has been boiling for so many years. They've got between 21 times, whatever. So it's really just down to their rivalry of winning trophies. And you see, Liverpool have not won a trophy for a couple of years now. Not since the Champions League under Klopp. But Man United have not won a trophy in nearly 5 years. So right now, none of them could really boast about those trophies because it's either been Manchester City, Leicester, or Chelsea winning those trophies. You just have a feeling that Blackburn would win this match. I mean, yeah, potentially I think Blackburn are my favourites to win as well, but a Preston win wouldn't surprise me either, because actually I think they were okay against Fulham. What happens a week today? I'll give you a clue. Beckford versus United. Oh, well, Beckford versus United. So that was... So that was when Beckford won Leeds' goal against United, I believe, was it the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup? It was a cup competition, but it was when Leeds were in League One. United were in the Prem, winning, they were top in the Premier League, I think, at that stage. And then Beckford scored the only goal of the game. Simon Grayson and Leeds trampled Manchester United, and it's rare for Manchester United to be knocked out of a cup competition by a team, especially in League 1 too. I was round 3 draw. Ah, right, fair enough. Should Val be sacked? So are you talking about Valerian Ismail, Harrison? Because if so, I think it's tricky. Because I think West Brom can turn it around. They've got the squad players for it. And right now, they seem pretty secure for top 6. But it's when top 6 is in jeopardy for me where I think Valerian Israel should be sacked. Because based on the start they've had, they should be aiming for promotion. And right now, with Blackburn, Coventry, QPR close behind them, they've not been overtaking them because they've dropped points, all 3 of these teams. If they take their results and they overtake West Brom, let's say West Brom lose to Coventry and Blackburn have a good result against Preston and QPR have great results as well, West Brom would be seeing themselves as 6th. And let's say Stoke pick up a good result, West Brom will be in jeopardy. So maybe, I mean, it's down to the tolerance of the board. West Brom win, then it seems that they're, going in the right place again. Here's a chance for Preston. Oh, good defending by Blackburn. Give me Bristol City at home. Oh, that would be a good match to rile each other up a bit. He's underachieving like Gary Monk at Leeds. I do think, I think underachievement is evident at the moment based on the squad that they've got. You wouldn't mind Leeds away? They've got a nice historic stadium, yeah. West Bottle Albion, yeah. I mean, it didn't really help getting that red card, but even with that red card, the amount of chances they had. If you saw me in my review, Jordan Hugo literally had a chance where he had no one pressing him. He just had to shoot on target. It would have been an easy goal. And he skies it, above the stadium. So things are clearly not right going on with West Brom at the moment. They need to solve this. Here's a chance for Preston, and we got a goal out of absolutely nothing. Preston have not been in this game, but they have scored, and it's Emil Reece-Jacobson with the goal for Preston. 1-0 to Preston here. What a big goal that is for North End. Ryan Seymour, welcome to the stream. Harrison with a question saying, are Leeds staying up? I think they'll either be 18th or 17th. I can't decide. It's literally a coin flip. Because right now, you'd think that Newcastle should survive, but right now Newcastle are just still not getting the results that they need, despite having a new manager and their new ownership in. God, it'll be such a kick in the teeth for Newcastle if they get relegated under this new ownership. Here's a chance for Blackburn now. Oh, are they doing well? But Preston doing well to defend them. Oh, good play there. Oh, I don't know what they're doing there. Preston, clear it. Preston do well there. I predicted the first and the last game of the weekend. How bizarre. Yeah, definitely. I mean, sometimes I've had that. I remember I correctly predicted the opening live games, and then all the midweek games I get wrong. It's difficult to know the outcome. What I do remember, I was teaching, and I was doing pretty well in terms of my points. I had 2 correct results by the 90th minute, and Preston have scored a second, and surely that is game over now for Blackburn. I think that was Sean Maguire with a goal there. It's good build-up play. Sean Maguire completely unmarked, and it's an easy goal. 2-0 to Preston. Maybe biased, but I still think Sheffield United will be promoted. I still think that they could get top 6 if they have a great run of form. A bit similar to like what Blackburn are having right now in terms of their run of form. But they need to sustain that. We've seen Fulham do something similar like that before. We've seen Barnsley last year do something like that. It is entirely possible at this stage of the season to not really be close to the top 6, but still get there. I was looking back at my Benjamin Bloom COLLAB video, actually. And we were talking about teams who could get into the top 6. And we talked about Reading being the most likely team to fall out. And then I remember we talked about teams who could get in the top 6. We were saying Stoke, Middlesbrough. We didn't even consider Barnsley. And Barnsley, of course, got into the top 6 again. And I think they were 8th or 9th place by that time. So anything is possible. And we recorded that video, I think, in the first week of January as well. So it would have been about match day 24, 25 at this stage. Right, that's a full-time whistle. So the Lancaster derby ends as Blackburn 0, Preston North End 2. It's good to see a lot of you here, by the way. Last stream, it was very, very quiet, and it was technically my fault. I streamed at a time where all of you guys were at school, but I made a risk to stream at this time today. But now I'm pleased with the reception so far. Next game is Blackpool versus Luton Town. That is the next game. We might have to go with that. Bit of a kick clash, but we'll go with that. Can't undermine Palace. Yeah, Palace is a good team for Leeds to play up against, and it'll be a tough game. I know Gerrard beat them the other day, but I think Aston Villa have been rejuvenated with a managerial bounce. It'll just be interesting to see how Aston Villa cope against a free-flowing Manchester City team that they've got in midweek. What do you think? Who do you think will be the next manager to leave? That's a good question, actually. Let me just think. I think this might be a surprise, but I think Hasenhüttl will be up there. Southampton have really struggled with their form recently. I tell you what, a lot of the teams really struggling. They've already sat their managers. Leeds have been like the only one sticking with Bielsa at the moment, and they've been down there. But I think Hasenhüttl would be a shout. Maybe someone near the top could get their manager gone. I don't know. the one that sticks out to me is Hasenhüttl at the moment, but we'll see what happens. So, next game is Blackpool and Luton Town. Interesting game here. Thanks to the 9 of you watching the stream. If you've not hit the like button for the stream yet, please do give the stream a like. It does tremendously help the channel. And yeah, guys, if you've not hit that subscribe button, please do so. It does really help this channel. We're doing all right at the moment. So we're 100... It's time to test my maths. 171 subs. Right, that was rather quick. 171 subs to 1,000. So we're doing all right. We're getting there. Hey, Matt, welcome to the stream. Predictions for tonight's game. Right, well, I remember predicting a 2-1 win to Derby County. Because, fun fact for you, only one team have beaten Derby County at Pride Park this season. And that was a talented Blackburn Rovers team that stormed into a 2-0 lead. And Derby, getting 1 goal back, didn't quite have enough minutes to get their equaliser, even though they were pushing for a goal. So, Derby at home are tough, but QPR scored in every game so far this season. So, it's not going to be a 1 goal and, you know, one team will just have to sit back and then graft for a clean sheet. Both teams will score a goal. It's just a matter who's going to score the most. And Derby, you know, on the whole at home, don't concede too many. I mean, they got that win against Bournemouth. I think it's been them and Luton Town the only times that Derby have conceded more than 2 goals at Pride Park. So, yeah, why not? Let's go for a Derby win. I never predict Derby for a win, so I'll do it this time. But QPR are definitely a good team on their day too. Matt agrees. He thinks Derby will win as well. Well, I think it's good that Derby are getting the recognition, but knowing us now, we'll completely jinx ourselves and then Derby would put a shoddy performance. But it's the Championship, and sometimes you've got to actually predict these teams down there in the table. You've got to go for the unexpected sometimes. Bielsa will never be sacked. He will most likely leave a mutual consent. Yeah, I agree as well. Bielsa is not someone who would give up easily. He's hard as nails. Been underachieving. Who are you referring to there? I mean, we've already talked about many underachieving teams. We've been speaking about West Brom and Valerian Ismail's position at the moment. I mean, right now, if Coventry beat West Brom, Coventry will overtake them. QPR with a win tonight will overtake West Brom. Blackburn, they play Preston. You know, Preston are a bit touch and go. So Blackburn beat them, then they overtake West Brom. So West Brom could really fall down as low as 6th by this weekend. And who knows, with the likes of Stoke and Huddersfield just outside there, you know, if they pick up a good result, they'll close the gap as well. And what sort of standards do you need, you know, for West Brom to consider the change of manager? You know, they would want to get promoted. That gap between them and the top 2 is still 8 points. And they'll be lucky for that as well, in fact, Bournemouth and Fulham have dropped points as well. As a Chelsea fan, would you rather win the UCL or the Premier League this season? That is a brilliant question, Matt. Gosh, it would be good to win back-to-back Champions Leagues. That's not happened often. I can pretty much remember only like 1 or 2 teams doing that. So it will be good to get into the history books. But I personally would really want to win the Prem. It's been 5 seasons since we've not won the Prem. Conte was our last manager to win in 16-17. And after this year, it will actually be our longest title drought in the Abramovich era. And for the fact we started so well, I know we've kind of, you know, thrown a couple of points away recently. 2 draws, I think, in a row. I just got to hope that that's just down to fatigue and injuries and just scheduling. And hopefully, you know, with players returning like Lukaku will return. But I am a bit worried with our fullback position. Ben Chilwell is injured likely for the rest of the season with his ACL. It's unfortunate when anyone injures their ACL. We only had to see how much it affected Van Dijk and Liverpool when he was out. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But I'd prefer to win the Premier League. I won't lie. It would be nice to see us win the title again. You always get the good memories when you actually win a title of sorts. Right, Blackpool Luton disappointingly a 0-0 draw at the moment. We've had some cracking goals, but also quite a couple of 0-0 draws as well. We don't mention Callum Robertson to me. Well, yes, we always make that a rule. I didn't mean to be a Sans Leeds. Yeah, okay. That Marcelo Bielsa will be leaving during the season. Yeah, I agree. Huddersfield won't beat Barnsley. We never do well at Oakwell. Yeah, it's interesting because obviously Barnsley have got a new manager now, and Poyet Asbaghi now. And I said the game against Peterborough was his audition game. And, you know, I needed to see more from Barnsley in that game. And, of course, it was a 0-0 draw. I do think it was quite even. But in terms of chances and teams getting to the better positions, I think Peterborough definitely had the more clear-cut chances. So defensively, I would say that is Barnsley's weak point at the moment for the fact that they didn't really close down their players effectively. I just think Peterborough didn't really have their confidence on the day. I think they've just been shot of their confidence. They've only picked up 1 point in their last 6 matches, Peterborough. So it does make sense why they are low in confidence. But Barnsley need to rejuvenate this form as well. You know, how many points of safety are they now? I believe, if I'm right in saying, I think they're 8 points of safety, which is not great. Because obviously the teams right down there in the Championship actually picked up great results. Hull, Cardiff and Reading have all picked up great results. They've actually picked up wins. Oh, that would have been a nice goal. Well defended. The alphabet is saying up the Moors. So, what team do you support, by the way? Is it Solihull Moors, potentially? Charlie Brown's mentioning the Jorginho train. I mean, my opinion of Jorginho just completely changed, you know, throughout the game. He did redeem himself scoring that penalty. I know there's been a couple of people not thinking it was a pen. I did think it was a pen, and actually, I'm glad that actually most of the pundits agree with that as well. Am I still doing the Predictions League? Says, is that Jelly Bean? Yeah, welcome to the stream. I don't recognise that name. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Yes, I am still doing the Predictions League. I've not shown in my review video, which I have released, I think, about an hour ago now. So I will update it after Derby play QPR. And I'll likely put it in a community post somewhere so you guys can see the updated standings. I've not done well. I've only picked up 2 points as of now. And I remember 5 points were dropped with 2 last-minute goals. One from Todd Kane, so thanks, Matt. And one from, it was that own goal that Luke Daniels made as well. That own goal, though, was so unfortunate. I can't believe just one literal accidental goal like that cost me. It literally cost me 2 points. Right, that's a full-time whistle. So FIFA 22 is predicting Blackpool Luton to end as a 0-0 draw. How did I do in Gaffer? I did okay. You know, the points-wise, it's poor. I got about 39-ish. But, you know, the average, in fact, the most overperformed people actually got around 50. And I actually did well. I don't think I actually dropped any places in terms of my position in my league. So, personally, it was like damage limitation. And it was because, you know, the likes of Brereton and Mitrovic didn't get points this time. So, and even Solanke didn't get points either. So those 3 hard-hitting players didn't get points. So that's why not many people did well. It was just down to your outfield players. You know, if anyone had Watmore, it would have been a good weekend. Right, so FIFA 22 is going to predict Bristol City going up against Derby County now. My team was messed up with Swansea game. My problem is that I completely forgot to even change my team. So I was still thinking Mitrovic was still ill, but when I found he was playing, I was like, wow, he might just save myself if he scores. But of course, Mitrovic didn't. I think Mitrovic is going to need a couple of games just to freshen up, you know, recover from his illness, and then he'll be back scoring goals again. You know, one thing I've noticed that if Mitrovic doesn't score goals in the Championship, he bounces back very, very quickly. You know, it's the Premier League where he really struggles in terms of building up his confidence. I think he had a all-right start with Fulham last time in the Premier League. I think he scored, I don't know if it was 1 goal or 2 goals for Fulham when they drew against Leeds. And, yeah, apart from that, Mitrovic was quiet. He was ghosted for the whole season, and then Scott Parker didn't even play him. So, it was a real... his season and his potential really just went downhill, unfortunately. You know, part of it was due to major decision-making from Scott Parker's end, but also part of it was just him not getting that confidence. Well, to be honest, I don't think anyone did really, really well, to be honest. A bit similar to the Predictions League. Not many people got over double figures at all in points. In fact, the average, I would go as far to say, was probably 4 points, maybe. So it was not a really good weekend in terms of those things. But it's those kind of weekends which are actually the most shocking, but also the most thrilling of the championship, where you get results that you have you completely do not know if it would actually happen. Do you know that Darren Carter's managing the women's? He's played for us and now he's playing for Moore's now manager. Yeah, well, I mean, I've heard that name. I didn't actually know he was Moore's current manager now. I did not know that at all. I need to watch the National League a little bit more, to be honest. I know roughly the teams that are doing well. Right, I've just noticed if I've not plugged my computer, my charger at least, and what's the percentage now? It's 44%. Okay, not bad, but the last thing I'd want is my computer to run out of charge on stream. That's happened before, and I remember it was a Euros game, and I remember Netherlands scored their comeback goal, and my computer was out of charge, so I was literally just not celebrating, I was cheering a goal with a blank screen because my computer was out of charge. Cardiff versus the Blades next. It will be Cardiff Sheffield United next, Ryan Seymour. Yeah, you're right. So I'm doing it in alphabetical order, so that's why I'm doing Bristol City and Derby next. And then after Cardiff Sheffield United, I think this is the 6th game, so after this game we'll be halfway through already. Oh, he played for Solihull Moors, but now he's managing the women's team. Fair enough. Thanks for correcting me there. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to know managers from National League. The only one I know for certain is Phil Parkinson managing Wrexham. That's the one I'm pretty sure who is managing in the National League at the moment. He had a pretty poor start, if I'm right in saying, but then he's recovered a bit. Who should you put in the midfield? I don't know. Midfield is the toughest position, really, because this one, you got to require a lot of change. You could have someone like Jean-Michel Sarri, who's been getting a load of assists recently for Fulham. You can get Billing. He would likely bill you a couple of points, no pun intended there. It's just down to his discipline record. And the same goes with Lerma as well. Can get you a load of points, but discipline, as we saw against Coventry, not that great. Carvalho was good, but, his goal scoring and assists has slowed down quite a bit. I'd say Ryan Giles, actually, is a good shout for assists. He's one I'm already thinking I might bring back, because now that Cardiff are doing well, Ryan Giles is, I think, the top assist maker in Cardiff's squad. He's actually, I think, got the most assists this season, actually. So he's a good one to have too, and he's very cheap. But they are my suggestions, at least. Right, second half between Bristol City and Derby there. How are we doing? We're still on 15 likes, guys. So, guys, if you can like the stream, please do so. We'll make the target 30 likes. Maybe a bit ambitious, but, miracles can happen on the stream. So, if you can hit the like button, that'd be terrifically appreciative. And please, if you've not hit the subscribe button, please do so. It does really help as well. Let's go for, obviously we're not going to get 1,000 subs today, but let's try and get as close to 1,000 subs as soon as we can. I saw 4-4 between Liverpool and Southampton, which was really 4-0. Yeah, I mean, Liverpool kind of have those games within them where they concede many, many goals whilst they score plenty as well, but now they're gaining a load of clean sheets. Liverpool, I would actually say I'm a bit more worried about them than Man City, because the teams that can beat Liverpool are actually the teams that play football. Man City, I would say, are quite similar with us, and they struggle against teams that don't play football. And we've got to basically focus on, gaining points against teams who can play football, but then, also do, work on teams who do park the bus as well. And already, it's just shown that, we are going to struggle against teams who park the bus. So hopefully, you know, we'll find a way around it. Right, still 0-0 between Bristol City and Luton Town, which is disappointing. We've had a couple of 0-0 draws, and, you know, maybe I should increase the time, but the thing is right now, it's just, I don't really want to be streaming for much longer. You know, I enjoy streaming, but at the same time, you know, I need to make sure I prioritise other things too. How about Reading? Well, what do you think about Reading? Are you talking about things for Gaffer? Are you talking about how they're doing right now? Because right now with Reading, I am rather impressed. Well, I was definitely impressed with their performance against Swansea. Gaffer strikers are now Piro, Diaz and Mitro. That's a good 3 strikers to have, actually. I mean, I still got Grant as my third choice, but... Oh, off the bar! Derby get really close to taking the lead. Yeah, that's a good strike force. You know, I think Gyökeres was definitely one to go for, and Grant was also one to go for, but now both are being a bit dry in terms of their goal scoring, so... It's tricky, really, and you know, I would like Solanke in the team, but right now I'm gonna have to do a big overhaul in the squad, and I don't really want to spend what do you call it, a boost on unlimited transfers, where I think my team is already doing quite well. I liked on 3 accounts and subbed to my other 2. Thank you so much, Jelly Bean. Sorry, I did see that comment. Thank you so much, man. I truly appreciate that. So, yeah, you have 831 now. Thank you guys so much. Let me quickly change the goal. I can do that right now, actually. So, let's do that here. Annoying thing is that I've got to basically redo the whole goal. I'm going to be watching the game on the TV, so hopefully I won't miss a goal like I did last time. So you would have been feeling the awkward silences I had when I missed goals. Yeah, that stream wasn't great. You know, I was just tired. No one was there. It was a pretty dead stream, to be honest. This one's been a lot better. A lot better. Ben literally put Diaz on his name and became a beast. Yeah, I know. He's almost reinvented himself in his footballing career. Right, I think that's the full-time whistle, actually. So, according to FIFA 22, they are predicting, once again, a 0-0 draw. This time between Bristol City and Derby. God, that's disappointing. So many 0-0 draws. I highly rate Reading fans after they dealt with the flex situation. Yes. I wish I actually had a bit to talk about that. I think I alluded to it. I don't know if it was my predictions video or any other thing, but... very scary when someone, you know, collapses like that, you know, especially with the sort of things we've been seeing very recently, obviously with the fan in the Newcastle Stadium and, of course, Christian Eriksen, of course, in the Euros. You know, it's scary how things can suddenly happen. You know, I could just be walking on the street randomly and then all of a sudden I could be minutes away from death, you know, and it's scary. You know, that's when you need people around you, and that's when you need the support. And I think they did deal with it brilliantly. And, you know, they were appreciative of the time as well. Alexis Diaz, yeah, it doesn't have the same ring to it, doesn't it? What's the best draw you've seen? So are you talking about the, you know, any game ending with a draw? Well, one of the ones I've seen live, Hull 4, Swansea 4, I remember watching that, and that was a very entertaining draw. Even says, why do we bother? Are you a Stoke supporter? I think I remember who you support. The Alphabetus asks us, have I watched I'm a Celebrity? I normally do, but this year, I won't lie, I've not really been as invested. I mean, a lot of it is down to work. A lot of it's down to me doing university work over, you know, and revising when it's on. And sometimes I do catch up with it, but I've already missed a couple of episodes. But this is probably the time to catch up because obviously they can't do. Am I right in saying they're back doing live episodes today because they've got Storm R in Wales at the moment and they can't do filming and all of that? I think they're back now, but I mean, I'm not going to know because I've just basically not watched enough. There's a handful of people who know, but there's still a good amount of people still don't really know. Ryan Seymour says, come on, Blade. I think you're a Sheffield United fan if that's the case. You are Stoke supporters. Yeah, tell me what's going on with Stoke, because it's 2 defeats in a row now, and it's 2 games where you've not scored a goal as well. I would say you were very unlucky against Bristol City, because you hit the woodwork twice, and I think you definitely should have got at least a draw, if not a win. I think Blackburn, it was a bit more convincing for Blackburn, because Blackburn, whilst they only had 2 shots on target, the amount of times they ghosted through your defence was actually quite scary. I do think a big part of it is Nick Powell being out, and I still can't remember how long he's out for, a couple of months. As soon as Nick Powell's back, and I think he'll definitely help, but someone from Stoke needs to act in that role. Why can't someone like a Joe Allen, try and transition up from his defensive ways and then potentially be an impact like he is in Wales, potentially. Other people in that midfield position need to step up. It's starting again tomorrow. Right, so yeah, if they can't do Monday either, God, that's 3 days. And they've had to move them away, if I remember right as well. Gosh. I won't lie, and I'll say this now, and, I've had many predictions, but I predict if they don't move back to Australia next year, I think this will be the final year of I'm a Celebrity. Yeah, it's a shock. We never thought X Factor was going to end. We never thought Big Brother was going to end, and look at what happened. Look what happened to them. Brighton hit the woodwork close. Well, they hit it at least twice in the first half. I don't know how much they hit in the second half, because by that time I actually went on a night out, so I didn't watch the rest of the game. But I definitely watched the first half, and they definitely hit it at least twice there. The Stoke were another team who hit the woodwork loads in midweek. Ryan Seymour is saying Morgan gives White to score against Cardiff. I think that should be a good game, Cardiff-Sheffield United. Obviously 2 teams doing pretty well with their forms. Cardiff obviously did lose their last home game, though, against Hull City. So it's really down to the team who's more up for it, I think. Sutar is out for Stoke as well, because I'm only just thinking about other injuries. You've got Sutar, you've got Abdullah Sima as well. He's out. Sutar, Powell, massive losses. Joe Allen with red card has had to play in a much weaker team. Yeah, exactly. You need all these players back in suspension, and you need those players back from injury as well. I know Seaman's not played in too many games, but he is a quality player on his day. Imagine Antidare getting cancelled before Love Island. Oh, well, not them. They're definitely not going to be cancelled. They'll still have Sound Out Takeaway and potentially BGT, although that's probably down the bin soon. But yeah, Love Island is, I think reality TV in general is really starting to get exposed a little bit for how destructive it is. I would even say shows like Strictly are getting even more toxicated as well. Pretty much like Blues, quite a few injuries and a few red cards. Yeah, I saw that, yeah. It's fine. I knew what it was, especially even with the mistake. I would like to know when you wrote the word Islam, but you know what? I knew what you meant. Thanks to the 7 of you watching. Right, we've gone to 21 likes now. I tell you what, 9 likes away from 30, and maybe 30 likes is not too impossible, actually. We're on 831 subscribers now, as you can see from the subscriber goal. We are 169 subscribers away from 1,000. So if anyone has a spare account, if anyone can share the stream to someone who can subscribe to the channel, please do so, because that's really going to help the growth of the channel. 1,000 subscribers, of course, that's when, all the content that I've promised will be released. The 6-a-side game, the Alexa's second channel will become a gaming channel, which I've already pre-recorded some videos for. There's, of course, the collab with BENHD as well. I need to actually ask Ben, whether he's still up for that as well. But, it's always worth a try. No one likes Love Island, and they're in pretty much an agreement over that. I mean, I don't watch it, so I don't really have a view on it, to be honest. I knew Tobiera going on it. You know, I didn't know anyone else going on it. When you're getting your Christmas stuff up, says the alphabet. I tend to do in the first day of December, but I'm probably going to do in the first weekend of December, maybe. So that will be 4th, 5th of December. It's whenever that is on. I would just reality TV in general really just gets on my nerves sometimes. The Circle as well. I'm surprised how it's going so strong at the moment. You know, these sorts of shows. And I would even say shows like Bake Off really, you know, just it brings out the worst in people, and I'd rather just not to have that. Right, here come Cardiff. Oh, brilliant defending by Sheffield United there. Great block. I haven't watched it, but it's dead. Well, sometimes you just know. Imagine going on reality TV and needing 4 weeks of mental health rebound. Oh, yeah, I know. But the thing is, they need the rehab, not because of the people there. It's because of the media, and they can't handle the media. And then you say, okay, is the media being over the top? But at the end of the day, you know what you're signing up for if you do it. If I was on Big Brother, and let's say I was boring as hell, I would know many articles that say boring contestant ever. You know, it just happens. Journalism are going to create those clickbait titles. You know, if anything, BENHD might know about it because he's studying journalism. You know, he will know, you know, about clickbait titles, and unfortunately, sometimes it can target you, which, in a way, people can see an act of it like bullying, but in the end of it, you've put yourself up there, so you better be ready for what could be said about you. What I feel sorry for is when people cannot be themselves to try and write a media story, and especially if it's a bad one too. Darosh Games is being a bit cocky right now. Bournemouth fans, where you at? Were you at the game, by the way? Because I would have liked to know what the atmosphere was like with the equalising goal. I imagine there was a lot of limbs, as well I can imagine. Right, oof, it's good defending there. God, it's quite a trek as well, Coventry to Bournemouth, of course. You go to, well, it's Midlands to, like, the very south of England, isn't it? Right, I'm going to need to watch my computer battery in a minute. Don't care what anybody says, we're beating West Brom or drawing with them. Well, maybe, because right now, West Brom cannot seem to score a goal at home, away right now. Yeah, I mean, see, the problem is, they ask for it. So, what I have my problem is when people tell you what you're scared of, but then they immediately complain. You know, you bloody well know what you're going to be given, you know, if you do it anyway. Right, so according to the full-time whistle, it is Cardiff 0, Sheffield United 0. What on earth is the next game? So the next game is Middlesbrough Swansea. Now it should be a pretty close game, actually. Swansea will have a lot of the ball. Middlesbrough will play without it, although Middlesbrough did pick up their first win with Chris Wilder. So I expect it to be pretty competitive. We can go with these. We could go with these kits. Oh, no, I wouldn't even touch Love Island. I've even spoken to my parents about it before, and they were like, they'll actually disown me if I ever go on Love Island. They are so anti Love Island, but I don't blame them, to be honest. Alphabet doesn't agree with Dalraj's claims. Your dad is an AFC Bournemouth fan. His reaction to the second goal was priceless. You should have seen my reaction to the second goal as well. I was teaching, and I remember I was like smiling, giving feedback, and then my heart just sank. But knowing, because I predicted 2-1 Bournemouth for my prediction, knowing a 95th minute goal has denied me 3 whole points. Oh god, that made my heart sink. That. West Brom never win away. Well, they've not scored in their last 4 away games. They drew their last away game against Blackpool, but they've not scored in their last 4 away games, which is a real concern for West Brom at the moment. And even at home, they've drawn their last 2 home games against Borough and Forest, of course. And if I'm thinking about it, is it 5 games where they've not scored a goal? So that's Forest, Blackpool. Potentially Middlesbrough will be sandwiched between that. But even that's like 1 goal in 5. That's shocking goal scoring form from West Brom. Swear last year you were so negative and now you're going, that's what I remembered. I think that draw with Coventry has reignited that belief, because I think they've been basing their thoughts based on recent performances, but now they've just shown a little bit of what they're about. I think now they're going to feel this confidence again that they've had at the start of the season, and obviously at home Coventry rarely get beaten, so why not? They can't have this confidence anyway. But ideally a win would be brilliant, because it means you can overtake West Brom. So that's what they should be aiming for. Right guys, thank you for liking the stream. We are getting ever closer to 30 likes. We are 23 likes right now, so we are 7 likes away from 30. We're 831. Could we try and get 835? Well, I was just talking about our subscriber goals, and Middlesbrough have just immediately scored in this game. I believe that's Sporar with the goal. I need to see the build-up to this goal, but that's a brilliant strike by Sporar there. Yeah, it is. 1-0 Middlesbrough. Dalrush Games thinks it'll be a draw, 1-1, which is maybe a bit more of a realistic result, potentially. Rather than an optimistic result, but if anything, a win would be incredible. Obviously it would mean that Coventry overtake West Brom. Yeah, right now, I question some of the predictions I've made. I predicted West Brom to score as well against Forest, and neither them or Forest did, because both are having a problem finding the back of the net right now. Right, guys. I'm just looking at my reaction video. So 7 of you have liked it. Straight after this stream, if you can, do you think you can go to my reaction video? Well, I say my reaction video. My review video of Matchday 20. Because you see me do a detailed analysis. Sporar has just hit a quick-fire double. And it's a brilliant goal in off the post. Bender can't get anywhere near it. A really nice goal by Bora there. 2-0 to Middlesbrough. Finally a goal, says Liverpool. Well, we've actually got 2 now. Look at that. Off the post and in. 2-0 to Middlesbrough. I tell you what I need to do, which I did mention in my reaction video. I need to see if Ruben Cole's goal against Luton actually went past the line. If it didn't, I'd be outrageously upset about that as well, because that one Cardiff goal ultimately ruined my my Luton Cardiff prediction, because I predicted 1-1 and obviously Cardiff won 2-1 this time. I'm going to Coventry versus West Brom. How many games have West Brom not scored in? Well, I'll tell you right now, I've still got whoscored.com open, I believe. In fact, no, I've not, because I tried to free up some space to try and get my video to upload quicker, but it didn't quite work there. But I'm looking at West Brom's form now. They've only picked up 1 win in 6, which was their 1-0 win over Hull. So in their last 6 matches, they have scored 2 goals. So they scored 2 goals in their last 6 matches. 4 of those matches, they've not scored a single goal. So 4 games out of their last 6, they've not scored a goal. So they scored once against Middlesbrough, and they scored what was the other one? And they scored once against Hull. I remember now. So they had 1 win in 6, 1-0 win against Hull, and a 1-1 draw against Middlesbrough. But those were both home games. In terms of the away games, they've not scored a single one of their last 3. I need to check their away form actually. Is it that bad? Well, I'm telling you now. They've only had 1 win in 6. Away, so West Brom, they've had, their winless in their last 5. They had a losing streak away from home of 4 matches, and that ended with their 0-0 midweek draw against Blackpool. But their last away win was actually Cardiff's final, one of Cardiff's final games with Mick McCarthy in charge with a 4-0 away victory. But after that, they lost 1-0 against Stoke, which was their first defeat of the season, 2-1 against Swansea, 3-0 against West Brom, and their most recent one, 1-0 against Huddersfield, and then obviously Blackpool, 0-0 midweek. That's their last 6 away games. Are you talking about Vidra would be good at West Brom? He's a championship beast. Yeah, I mean, I remember him being a former championship top goal scorer as well, but I think Burnley are going to keep him. I mean, obviously, he was the reason why Chelsea couldn't beat Burnley in the end. I think he'll stay around at Burnley, I won't lie. God, that still annoys me to this day, how he threw that away. It happens. Right, thanks for the 7 of you watching. So, after Middlesbrough Swansea, we've only got 4 more games, actually. And yeah, there is a Sunday game, by the way. It's QPR and Stoke, the Sunday game. What time is the Ballon d'Or? If it's not happened, who do you think? If it didn't happen, who did I think deserve it? I don't know. I don't know who deserves to win the Ballon d'Or this year. It's difficult. There was jokes that Jorginho's not going to win it now after his mistake, but you still don't know. I need to look at the nominees. I know Messi's the favourite, but I wouldn't necessarily think he's had a brilliant, mind-blowing season that he deserves it. But I always like top 10 to be revealed. So I don't think they've revealed the top 10 yet. I can't speak right now. Lewandowski's surely going to be up there. Yeah, well, Charlie thinks it should be Lewandowski. Welcome back, Honeygun. NFC Owen, welcome to the stream. Snowball fights are the best. Oh, I miss the days of doing snowball fights there as well. I really do. We might get a couple of Italy players, so Bonucci potentially could be one. I need to know who's well. I don't think they've not revealed the top 10 yet, but I'm sure we'll get them very, very soon. I can't see West Brom scoring against Coventry. I could be wrong. Yeah, it's tricky. It's really tricky, to be honest. If I were to predict right now, it probably would be maybe either 0-0 or 1-0 Coventry, probably, at the moment. Here's a chance for Middlesbrough to make it 3 off the bar. Oh my goodness me. Nearly a third goal for Middlesbrough right now. Yeah, Lewandowski should win it. I think he definitely should have won last year's one, but they had to cancel it. You'll tag me in the top 10 nominees. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get the news straight away as well. So, yeah, I mean, I'll be interested to know. I mean, I'm probably not going to watch it, but because I'll be working lightly. But I will definitely keep my eye on it, you know. A lot of the time when it comes to Ballon d'Or stuff, you know, I always get the mentions very, very quickly. I love the relegation battles as long as it doesn't affect Liverpool. You like promotion battles as well. Yeah, they're really exciting. I mean, it's part of the reason why I like the Championship, really. I think their promotion battles, but their relegation battles are really thrilling. The whole concept of every team could beat everyone in this league, I think, really makes a big difference as well. It's why I really love this league so much. You know, people question, you know, like, why do I do it? You know, why do I invest my time in the Championship when I'm a Chelsea fan? Oh, is there a chance for Swansea to get one back into it? Maybe not. Yeah, too much on time on the ball there. And Middlesbrough could potentially break here. Thanks to the 10 of you watching. And 25 likes right now. I'll tell you what, guys. We've got 4 games left to get 5 more likes for 30 likes. That'll be incredible. You know, I've not got 30 likes on the stream for quite some time, actually. And in terms of subscribers go, I've got to thank Jellybean for subscribing twice to the channel. If you do have a spare YouTube account or Google account, you can subscribe to the channel. But also, if you can share the video to anyone you know who might like my content, or anyone who you just be willing to share it to, who would just give me a subscription, doesn't even need to watch my content. Because subscribing is completely free of charge. If you could do that, that'd be unbelievably appreciative, because we're nearly there at 1,000 subs. Right, so the full-time whistle has gone in the Riverside Stadium, and we finally got some goals. According to FIFA 22, they're predicting Middlesbrough 2, Swansea 0. Oh, my dad is calling me. I don't know why. Hang on, guys. Let me be 2 seconds. Sorry about that, guys. So, I was just told dinner was ready, which is surprising because dinner's normally very, very late on a Monday, but they've just they've changed the time this time, which is a bit annoying. But we've got 4 more games, so we're gonna have to do these 4 games as quickly as possible. I'm seeing your comments, Charlie Brown. Lag. Yeah, no lag here. It's no lag. Been way longer than 2 seconds. Oh wait, well, if it's been a minute, then it's fine. God. We're back here. It's dinner. That's basically what it is. And it's actually my favourite dinner as well, which is actually heartbreaking because I'm basically going to have cold dinner because of this stream. But I've got 4 more games to go over. It's not the end of the world, but it's another 40 minutes. God, that's annoying. I don't know why they're getting dinner. Well, I mean, ultimately, dinner's been served because normally there's a delay, which is why you normally have dinner at 7:30. But now they decide to have dinner now, which is a bit annoying. And I don't really want to end the stream right now. So I've just told them I'm streaming. Keep it warm for me. I'll be down soon. Oh, my favourite dinner is... Ooh, right. Well, that's an excuse. Well, I like chili con carne and all of that. But in terms of a simple, quick dinner to make... I'll tell you what I'm having tonight. So, to give an exclusive, it is fennel pasta. I think it's fennel. I can't remember if it's I don't know my pasta types, so it's not gonna be 100% true. But it's one of those tubed pasta with melted cheese. I don't even know what the sauce is, but it's with turkey meatballs, onion. And some, I can't even know what the I can't even remember what the sauce is. But right, my dad's just sent me a text saying no rush, we'll keep it warm. Right, thanks, Dad. Thank you, I appreciate it. After watching this, I'm a Celeb, so I'll be gone and put it in the microwave. Yeah, right. I'm not gonna leave. I've just got a notification for my computer that it's low in battery, so I'll still be able to talk to you guys. Ooh. Yeah, it's a really nice dinner. It's actually one of my favourites. Anything with melted cheese is just, amazing in general. Although, having said that, I don't even know what type of cheese it is. I have unmuted myself, right? Yeah, I have. Yeah, I've just had to check that. Right. I'm still appreciative on the amount of viewers here. Is I'm a Celeb on, says Jacob Craig. I'm a Celeb's normally out at 9 PM, isn't it? And also, we were just talking about it being gone for the last couple of days because of Storm Arwen as well. So I don't even know if it's on back live tonight. But I won't lie, I've not even really watched a lot of it this year. I've already been, someone's already asked me about I'm a Celeb, and I've not really watched a lot of it this year. It returns tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, someone did say that to me. Do I like Vindaloo? I've not really tried it, so I'm not going to lie. Yeah. I mean, I said this about this reality show, but I said if it doesn't go back to Australia next year, I think this will be the last one, in my opinion. He can't hear you. Well, I'm going to send him a text. He sent me a text. That's how I know that he's keeping my dinner safe. Right. I just dropped my controller. Has anyone heard of The Masked Singer, says Liverpool. Well, we're really going through the reality shows today. I do know it because my family watches it. I'm not really invested in it, but my family watches it, and honestly, it's actually like it's literally the noise they make over it is unbelievable at times. A lot of the times I just run away and go out clubbing whenever it's on, really. Normally because I want to work. Charlie Brown says he's... God, we were just... Oh my goodness me! Millwall just gone really, really close to scoring now. I think a lot of these shows really get affected by the amount of advertisements. Because I think I only watched like 1, maybe 2 episodes of it. I think I watched the finals of both years. I think that's been the only couple I've seen because that's when the really good singing is. I don't really have time for the crap ones, if that makes sense. I make time for the good ones, which sounds fake, to be honest. But, why should I really spend that much time with it? And for what I've known, and this is a bit similar with I'm a Celeb this year. I mean, it's an ITV thing, I guess, but there's just so many advertisements. And I think it really ruins the flow of it. For my series, a TV show of Leeds Midfield at times. Gosh, you know what? I would agree. Hit and miss is what I would describe it as. Huge misses if they get some, dead people in there. But can be a real hit, actually, if one, they're talented and if it's a natural surprise. But what I would think, and this is one thing that I know about my family because they talk to me about it sometimes as well, is that everyone already knows who the bloody hell all these people are. So it just ruins that surprise, really. You only need to log on Twitter and everyone's already knowing what they are. So if anything, social media also ruins it. Yeah, carnage. Yeah, carnage. Yeah, that's another good way to describe it as well. That's why we record it and watch it a day behind to avoid the adverts. Yeah, that's probably what I should do, to be honest. I just never like live TV anymore because of these advertisements. It really ruins it. It really does. Because sometimes they watch the America version on YouTube, and as long as it's not being monetized, they just watch it through and they actually enjoy that more, despite knowing less people than that. So yeah, my family is a big fan, but I don't watch it as much as them. That's what I'd say. If I was on it, I probably would be a football. Probably. Just a walking football, and I'd be banging out my Adele, my Blinding Lights, you would know. And I'd win that competition as well, because the quality of singing there is generally pretty bad, to be honest. But I wouldn't be surprised you're singing over a bloody costume, which is the carnage part of it. Oh my goodness me, what a strike! What a goal by Birmingham! Whoa, I thought this game was going to be very, very dull, but we get a really, really good strike. And that's Scott Hogan with a goal. Wow, what a strike. Brilliant goal by Scott Hogan there. Cuts in the right hand side. 1-2 play. Top left corner. 1-0 Birmingham. Blimey. I pretty much know when the adverts are going to come out on Amazon. Oh, yeah. I've noticed they're doing it a lot more. I know they do it a lot, which I have been lenient enough to let go. But for some reason this year, it just seems even more ridiculous how many times they put advertisements on. I would understand that they fund themselves with those advertisements, but they really have gone, I think, very overboard this year. It's literally like every 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah, and it's been a real problem this year. When is it Forest? Yeah, I think somebody did ask me. Sorry about that. Nottingham Forest is next game. Because they play Peterborough at home. I hope Hogan does that in real life. Yeah, I would as well. I always like to see the really, really nice goals. Thank you for the 10 of you still watching the stream, by the way. We're still on 831 subscribers, so if anyone can subscribe with their second accounts, their third accounts, or however many accounts they've got, it would be fantastically appreciated. Also, guys, if you can share the channel to as many people as you can that might like this football content, or you just know someone who will just randomly subscribe and not watch a single thing again, I don't mind that either. Just give it to anyone you can, and subscribing is completely free of charge. They can even turn notifications off if they don't even want to see anything from me. Just literally hitting that subscribe button literally takes zero effort, but it will really help the channel. So if you can do that, it'll be really appreciative, guys. I stopped watching Match of the Day a few years ago as well because they have so many adverts. Do they? It's on BBC, isn't it? BBC are renowned for not doing adverts. Do they? I need to check that. He has a one-on-one pretty much every game, but has missed most of them. He just needs that confidence, Scott Hogan, really. He's had some good form this season. He just needs to find it again. The best players are the ones who can get their form consistently. Also, 25 likes. Thank you guys so much. We're only 5 likes away from 30 likes, which is brilliant. And yeah, Henry's have excited for Nottingham Forest because that's coming up next. Right, so the full-time whistle has gone at the Den, and Birmingham pick up a 1-0 away win. Right, so after this one, I mean, I'm going through this as quickly as I can because I really want my dinner. Right, they are playing Peterborough, and Peterborough have got the worst home record in the league. So, yeah. I mean, if Forest need any game to recover their poor form, it's this game. I mean, if anything, it's an unbeaten form. I think they've only lost one game since Steve Cooper's come in, but there's been a lot of draws recently. But they need to get some confidence scoring goals again, and this, I think, could be the game for them. If we don't win this, then FIFA hates us. Well, that's probably what FIFA's looking at right now. I need to check how many points Wickham had at this stage. Can confirm Bamford is starting for the under-23s. I don't think he's going to start for the first team then. I don't even think he'll be on the bench. I'm going to be honest. I mean, Bielsa is a madman at times and could put him on the bench, especially if Bamford doesn't play the whole time in the under-23s. But I just don't see him starting for Leeds. I just think he needs a full game with a minimum intensity, and then maybe 1 or even 2 weeks after that he can start playing Premier League games again. Jacob Craig's not feeling much confidence right now. I'm off to watch I'm a Celeb. See you next video stream. Are you watching like a pre-recorded thing? And I tell you what, I'm talking about Jack leaving to watch I'm a Celeb. Nottingham Forest have scored. We've just been talking about Nottingham Forest scoring a goal and Lequan Henry predicting that they don't win, that FIFA hates them. Wow. What a goal. Very, very nice goal, actually. And Zinkernagel with the goal. 1-0 Forest. Right now, Peterborough. Yeah, it's the worst away form. Yeah, did I say away form? I mean, I'm pretty sure I did say away form. Because their home form's okay, I would say. Away, I mean, at home, they haven't really been battered by any team. They've been away from home where they've received their batterings. Conceding 6 against Sheffield United. I'm sure there's other examples as well that I can't think of right now. Recorded Friday days. Oh, okay, so you're going to watch Fridays and Saturday specials. Okay, fair enough. Well, maybe Friday's probably going to be the only one you see. I don't think they actually had an episode on the Saturday, unless you're going to watch the compilation videos that they've done. But I'm not going to spend time on that. Completely unnecessary. Oh no, I'm getting tired now. Don't get tired now. I've been doing so well to stay perky all stream. I find the booing and whistling supporters funny. It's tricky, you know. It's just like you can boo or whistle, whatever, but at what purpose? You know, that's the thing I look for. If we lose to Derby, I'm going to get slated on social media, which will be fun. Well, at that point, I'll just turn social media off. Turn your phone off, you know, if you can. That's literally all you've got to do. Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, Derby have definitely got a really loud voice on social media, so yeah, I definitely understand that. Right, so I was just looking at something that a friend just sent me. So still 1-0, which I don't think Peterborough or Forest would really complain about at the moment. At the moment, Peterborough need to win. They really do. They're, you know, it's now starting to be a bit of an uphill battle for them to survive. To be honest, I wouldn't mind if I get slated by Forest fans or even Derby fans. Well, if you've got thick skin, you can take it. You know, at times I have been, but the thing is, I don't really comment on things on social media, to be honest, because I almost think of it, I'm almost asking for attention, and I'm not really an attention seeker, to be honest. I don't go down that vibe. Oh, good defending there. God, I tell you what, Peterborough their defending against Blackburn was one of the worst bit of defending I've ever seen. Nathan Thompson simply giving a goal away, as simple as that as well. They've got to be very careful, Peterborough. They really got to. Because that was their last away game, because I was just thinking of other batterings, but they did recently lose 4-0 to Blackburn. Although Blackburn at home have been doing quite well as well, which I will make a note of that. Well, as I said, if you've got a thick skin, you can do it. Do whatever you will. You're not likely going to listen to a prat online on how to live your life, So, makes sense. God, I tell you what. As soon as my assignment's done for university, I'm going to I'm going to resume the Colchester career mode. Because I always watch Mark Goldbridge's streams, right? With his Creator Club thing. And it's making me miss doing my streams, because getting to the championship is ideally what I want to do to my team, within a couple of seasons. It's giving me flashbacks to what I did with Bristol City's career mode. But obviously, I simmed quite a lot of those games. And I think what I'm going to do this time is that I'm actually going to play those games. In fact, let me just quickly check if I've shut my door. It was partially open, but my family are just taking the piss now. They're making too much noise. Right, so Matt Payne, welcome to the stream. How's the stream? All right. I mean, you could see by the like target, we're doing pretty well. We're 5 likes away from 30, which is brilliant, and we've gained a couple of subs as well. 831. I've got to thank Jelly Bean for that. To reiterate, guys, if you guys do have second accounts or third accounts on YouTube and you can subscribe from there, please do so. It does help. Oh, we've got an equalising goal for Peterborough. Wow, who saw this coming? Johnson Clark Harris with the equalising goal. It's 1-1. Wow. I didn't expect... I've got to be honest, I didn't really expect that. But you know what? Fair play. Fair play to them. But yeah, if you've got spare accounts on here, or spare Google accounts which you can make into a YouTube account and you can subscribe from there, please do so. It does help. But also, if you've got people that you can share this channel to and they like to subscribe, I mean, it's free. It's completely free of charge. It only takes 2 seconds. So if you guys can do that, that'd be amazing, because obviously 1,000 subscribers is going to help. It means I can monetize my channel. It means I can potentially earn a living of it. And it means all the content I've promised you guys is going to be released as well. A Premier League Predictions League, a video with BENHD, which I've got to double check, making sure he's happy with that. There's more. Turning my second channel to a gaming channel as well, and uploading my 6-a-side game that I did in August this year as well. So there's a lot to be posted when I get to that goal. We're 169 subscribers away from there now. So it's really touching distance now. And if anything, potentially early next year might be the time where we can do it. So if you guys keep going, we could do that. So the support would be very, very much appreciated, but I always appreciate support. I don't want to come across as ungrateful and all that. I'm always grateful to everyone that spends their time with me, spends, all the time that they could, supporting whatever I do. So, yeah, thank you, guys. It'll probably be Forest fans as a friend. There's a lot of Forest fans online. Well, fair enough. How do you feel the relegation battle shaping out? It seems like some teams have really stepped up now. I think we're getting some teams cut adrift a bit. Barnsley and Derby, you'd think of that. Even if Derby win tonight, there'll be still 16 points off safety. Following that, Reading, Cardiff and Hull have won. I think Hull have stepped up big time. Cardiff, I expected them to with the new manager in. Reading was an interesting one. You got that feeling that if Reading, had a poor form, they can fall into it. But Reading have coped well with their deduction recently. But Peterborough have stepped down for me. They've been the one team that's disappointed me, and Hull, by direct contrast, have really stepped up. So, for me, if any of the bottom three don't pick up any points anytime soon, they can start getting cut adrift, and it'll actually be not that much competitive this year, which will be a shame. Right, that's a full-time whistle at the City Ground, and Peterborough pick up an away point here as the game finishes 1-1. Okay, so next game is, well, it's the last Saturday game, and it is Reading against Hull. Ooh, that's a big game. So that is 21st against 19th place. That's a huge game, actually. Reading win this one, then I think they'll be okay. But Hull probably would want to win this one. It would definitely increase their chances of surviving this season. And, you know, at the halfway stage, you want to be in a really safe position in the table. And if they find themselves, you know, in a very precarious position in the halfway stage, there's always a lot of opportunities for them to drop back down again. I just got a thing about when can I book a booster. I was only just talking to my parents about it, literally only minutes before I started streaming today, actually. Because it's been 3 months since I've had my second jab. But obviously with Omicron going up there now, might need to get a booster to try and combat this... you know, it will be the second winter season of COVID. Can that be the score in real life? Well, if for your sake, you know, Peterborough will definitely hope for a score like that. Can it? Of course it can, but it's just whether they can do it. It's really down to that. Right. So up to the penultimate game, the final Saturday game at least. Oh, good play by Hull there. They've won a corner. Yeah, I think you can tell it's nearing the end of the stream since the viewers are going down just a little bit. I mean, we might not get 30 likes in the stream, but we did pretty well. 26 is still fantastic. One thing we can still do, a big impact for, is the subscribe button. So we've gained 2 today thanks to Jelly Bean's contributions, but... if more of you do have spare accounts and more of you can share my stream to as many people as you can, you know, that'd be incredible. What does this still say? I've got 8 viewers. Oh, there you go. That's more like it, yeah. I definitely have not got 8 viewers now. How's my review video doing? Not many people have seen it. Right, so 7 people have liked my review video. So, guys, if you've not seen my review video yet, please do make sure you see it when you can. I've uploaded it a good 10 minutes before I stream live today. I'll talk about, you know, all my reactions to the games. You'll see all the goals as well, because I'm one of the very few people who could get away with showing all of FIFA's goals. Not FIFA's. All of the EFL's goals. Because I've not necessarily found a way to reduce getting copyrighted, because I have been copyrighted for it before. But because I've got under 1,000 subs, it means if I get a claim, you know, it just means I can't monetize. And regardless, I can't monetize at all. So there's completely no urgent matter here. Do you think Barnsley have any chance of staying up? It seems like... oh, hang on. I can't actually see because Benjamin Bloom's notification for the stream has just popped up. And we've got a goal for Hull City. I was about to read a comment, and then Benjamin Bloom just started streaming for Derby QPR, which meant I couldn't see the comment. And as soon as that happened, just beautiful timing. Hull City have decided to score. Who scored? Was it Doherty with the goal? Let's see this goal again. Oh, it's a brilliant team goal. Brilliant position. It is Doherty with the goal. It's 1-0 to Hull City. But to answer your question, Matt, I mean, it was last year when they were in the playoffs. Yeah, it does seem like a while now. You know, it does seem like a distant memory. I think the one disadvantage Barnsley have is their age. You know, long term it's good, but short term success, it'd be very, you know, the standards will be so high. And I think Ishmael came into a system that really suited this Barnsley youth team. And clearly he's gone to a team like West Brom where they can play it, but not as effectively as Barnsley maybe with the players that they've got. Especially with West Brom squad that is much older than Barnsley's old squad. And with Barnsley's squad now, they've got a manager that knows all about youth. You know, picking up the Swedish under-23s manager. But he's now going to have to find a way to get results in this league. And, you know, he's not had experience in that level. So it's going to be very tricky for them. So they could stay up. But in my honest opinion, I don't think they're going to. I think they might get relegated. I don't know which position, though. Good save, actually. Hull are all over Reading at the moment. And unlucky for them not to get a corner there. $26 likes still. Thank you, guys. We even had Matt SB on this stream as well. He's not streaming live, isn't he? No, I don't think he's streaming live. I mean, I could be wrong, actually. I might need to double check. Well, I know Benjamin Bloom is streaming live for Derby QPR. It makes sense if Matt would stream live, actually. No, yeah, he has. He has got that stream upcoming, actually. That's probably why he went to my stream anyway. Just so I could tell him. In fact, oh my goodness me, just before half-time, Reading have taken the lead. Wow. What a turnaround this is turning around to be. 2-0 Hull just before half-time. I mean, I remember FIFA predicted Hull to beat Millwall by 4-0 last time. FIFA is loving predicting a win for Hull City. 2 goals just before half-time. It is Malik Wilkes with the goal. And that's a half-time whistle. 2-0 Hull. Yeah, Matt SB is streaming. And in fact, he is... Oh, he's live in 23 minutes. Because I could potentially... Well, I can't raid, really. You know, I've not got enough viewers for that. But, yeah, he's live in 22 minutes. Yeah, and I think by that time I might be finished. It just depends how long this game goes on. Because he only needs 40-odd subs now for 7k. Which is amazing, because I remembered when he only had 800 subs. And that was that was almost a whole year ago. He only had 800 subs, and already he's nearly at 7,000, which is amazing. Just goes to show, you know, if you've got the right people around you, you can really grow on this channel. But, yeah, obviously, it's not quite happened to me as of yet, but it's addictive. It really is addictive. You wait for that break. You wait for that chance that you really, really grow. You know, Ben's had it. Well, both Bens have had it. And Matt's clearly having his moment now. You know, I've just got to be patient with mine. It's like when you're in a relationship. You've got to be patient. You know, the one would find you. But I'm just... If anyone knows me in real life, you know I've got the worst patience in the world. My tolerance levels, very low. So it's really a self-challenge, actually. You know, a challenge with myself just to make sure if I can cope with all of this and just be patient enough to wait for my break. Do I think it will come? You know, I think, you know, if anyone asks me on their channel, potentially it might help. Oh my gosh, that's a brilliant save. Reading with their first big chance of the game. They're clearly going to try and get back into this game. Oh, there's still a lag on the stream a little bit. I can't really do too much about that, sadly. I need to figure out a way to reduce the lag. I really got to. Here come Reading again. Good tackling again. Right, yeah, I think we're going to end in like the next 15 minutes, I think, looking at how this game is going. I mean, it'll be at least 10 minutes for the last game, which is Sunday's game, QPR and Stoke, which is going to be an interesting game. It's 2 teams in or around the top 6. Stoke just outside the top 6 now. Great through ball and another brilliant save by Matt Ingram in goal. Can he get a rebound? No, it's well blocked. Nah, Hull defend very, very well. Hull living a bit dangerously right now. He's offside. Very good decision by the linesman there. Yeah, definitely not as many viewers as the start now, but thank you to the 5 of you, I believe, who are still here. Thank you so much. Only 4 likes still to 30 likes. It would be amazing if we can get to that. And if you've not hit the subscribe button, please do so. It does really help the channel if you've got a spare account where you've not hit a subscribe to my channel. It would really, really help as well. And if you can, share it to as many people as you can. Subscribing is completely free. It takes only 2 seconds. And even if they don't really want to watch all my stuff, they can put my notifications off silent. It wouldn't even bother me. Just for the fact that they've hit the subscribe button and they've appreciated my content, that's all I need. So, If you could do that, that'd be brilliant support, guys. Thank you. Right. It's still 2-0 Hull. And I tell you what, they're trying to keep this clean sheet, but Reading are determined to get back into this. They're really... Oh, well, I'd say that. The commentator's curse for Hull City's sake, because Reading have just scored one back. It's, I think, Liam Moore with a tap-in. I mean, I say a tap-in. Looked a little bit like a volley from a corner. Let's see this again from the replay. Oh, yeah, it is a volley. What a goal. 1-2 now in this game. And Reading could have a chance to get back into this game. The real commentator's curse right there. I did say Reading. I mean, I have to be honest. For what I've seen, Reading looked really, really good in the last 2 minutes or so. And now they're looking like the more likely team to score. It's the 80th minute now. God, imagine if they get back into this. There's not really been many games, though, in FIFA where it's really happened in real life. Corner comes in. Header. Oh, what a save by Ingram. That was going in. Another corner for Reading. They've got some real belief now, Reading, that they can get something here. Oh, header, but it's off target. Man, if Hull could just keep to the ball, I think Hull might be able to hold on here. Oh, no, boy, Ingram's going to lob it long. Not a brilliant decision, though, as they already lose out. Now we've got to see if Reading can build up from the back and get a goal. They're playing down the middle there, spreading the play very, very well. An interesting ball comes in. Very poor touch, though, and it leads to a corner. Very poor touch there. Let's see what happens from that. Corner comes in. Header. Another brilliant save. That was going in as well. Goodness me. They're really dangerous off their corners. That's going to go out as a goal kick. My God, that might be the last chance of the game. Man, it's really, really quiet now. This was basically my whole stream on the Wednesday. It's what happens when we've got a midweek game. Hull try and create another goal, but they can't quite find their attacking players. They're so exhausted from this whole game. They do deserve something out of this. Reading try and get this second goal, but it's not enough time. Hull hold on to the all-important 3 points. So according to FIFA, Hull will have an away win in this game and win by 2-1. Wow, what a result that is. Okay, so the last game to predict, guys, is the Sunday. I was going to say Saturday. It's the Sunday game. It is QPR going up against Stoke City. If I can find Stoke. There we go. Yeah, let's go. Actually, I'm going to go for Stoke's green kit, actually. I think it's going to be... Right, we're back on. It briefly disconnected there. We've had to have one disconnection, of course, in that whole stream. It wouldn't be a Let's Let's stream if it didn't get disconnected at one stage. But we are back on, I think. Yeah, that disconnection really took all my viewers out. Jeez. That was mass that was mass destruction. Oh, no one now. Okay, well, I can pretty much enjoy... Well, no, I think someone is still here, actually, so I might as well still be talking. A lot of the time, no one was here, so I just sat there, just commentated, and just didn't speak. Right, they're all back, actually. Fair play, you guys. So the two of you still there. You guys are absolutely... you guys are absolute legends, if you're still around, by the way. So I've been streaming for about 2 hours now. 2 hours of hearing my voice would probably make your ears bleed. Oh, wow. Okay, so QPR Stoke. Stoke would want to win this game based on their expectations in the season. QPR, if they want to get promoted, this is the sort of game that they do need to win. I tell you what, I do think I actually do better at streaming, and I won't lie, when I started streaming, I didn't really think it would do me as well as this. Good through ball? No, he's offside anyway. 20 minutes gone, still no goals here. It's the final stream, by the way. Well, final game of the stream, by the way. But it will be the final one this week, because I'm only limited to one stream a week currently, based on my assignment. But as I said, guys, as soon as my assignment is done, I will be back to normal in terms of doing multiple streams, which will involve the Colchester career mode as well. I've not forgotten about it. I've not ditched it on purpose. It's just, it just takes a while. And what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do the transfer window behind the scenes. And you guys are going to be able to have an impact in terms of my January transfer window rather than this summer one, because the summer one is quite key for me to get right. What I might do is just take a couple of loan players from League One maybe, and then hopefully we get a little bit of good fortune there. Definitely getting loans from the Premier League is, not really that realistic, to be honest. Probably loans from the Championship might be a good idea, but either way, it's not easy to be an attractive team in League 2. It really, really isn't. And that's just the things I'm going to have to be dealing with when I get back into the Colchester career mode. If I remember right, we won 1 and lost 2, I think. Yeah, I believe so. And we're out of the cup as well, I believe, because I think I simulated the cup game. Right, good bit of play by Stoke. Brilliant save by Seny Dieng. That's the only time anyone's gone close to scoring at the moment. And it's Stoke who have gone the closest to scoring. Right. Nearly the half-time whistle there. In fact, I should react to the lineups between Derby and QPR. They've been released long ago. Right. Derby have got Roos. Ooh, blimey. Nearly dropped my controller. They've got Roos, and they've got a back 4, it looks like, of Forsyth, Davies, Jagielka, Nathan Byrne. Pretty much their strongest back 4 they could have. Midfield 3 of Graham Shinney, Liam Thompson. Yeah, that's Liam Thompson there. And Max Bird. Okay. As close as what they could get to their strongest midfield as well. And they've got a front 3 of Jason Knight, Ravel Morrison, and Tom Lawrence up front. Interesting. They've got no Colin Kazim Richards. He is on the bench. And no Josriak. He's not starting either. He is also on the bench. Ravel, in fact, no, I think Jason Knight is actually playing in this normal position. So interesting that neither of them are starting. Ebosele's not starting either. He's been starting in the last couple of games or so. So that's also a bit surprising too. So a couple of changes from Derby. So interesting for what Raymond's done. QPR, they've got Dieng in goal. They've got their back 5 like they've got their back 3, I would probably more or less call it. But they've stuck with for the whole season. They've got Barbate, Dunn, and Dickey there. So the traditional back 3 there. Then they've got Wallace and Adoma operating as wing backs there. They've got Kieran Dozzell, who's someone I've been excited to see. He's the new signing from Ipswich Town. Could QPR score? No, it's a good stop actually. Stefan Johansson is starting, which is interesting. Elias Chair in the centre attacking midfielder position with Chris Willock and Charlie Austin up front. So Chris Willock has been pushed up front, which I think is interesting. Moses Odebajo is not starting in the right wing-back position. Albert Adoma has actually been in his position this time. Dominic Ball, Luke Amos are on the bench. Luke Amos not starting, which might be a bit of a surprise. He got the only goal for QPR against Huddersfield in midweek. Andre Gray's not starting either, but I would have no doubt about it. He will start later on though. There's no Lyndon Dykes in the squad. No Lyndon Dykes on the bench or in the starting 11. I can just only assume it's an injury with Lyndon Dykes there. Here come QPR. Oh my goodness, what a strike. 62nd minute. I thought we would eventually get a goal. What a strike that is. That is a brilliant goal. That's probably the best goal I've seen actually. And this might be the final goal we see as well, just inside of the D. What a strike that is on the top left corner. It is Stefan Johansson with the goal. I thought it was him. Wow, that is 1-0 to Queen's Park Rangers. Blimey, that's a goal and a half. I'm enjoying these games now, but then I'm thinking, right, well, sometime later in the year, I'm going to do my predictions versus FIFA predictions, and it's going to take an age for me to look back at all of these streams. It really is going to be. If anything, what I might do, if it would help, if anyone could like pin like a comment of all the results from this game, it would actually really, really help. Oof. It is cleared. We've only got 20 minutes left of this game, and realistically in real life we've got about just under 5 now. One person watching now. Yay. He's got them at bay. Although FIFA does like to predict Stoke a good result. Good defending there though. And I think, well, we're approaching the 80th minute now. It would take a disaster class for QPR to lose all 3 points now. Especially now they're keeping the ball. Well, not anymore, at least. Stoke are going to have to try and beat down that back 5. Well, I say back 5. It's a back 3/back 5. It's going to be difficult for them. Especially with how much width QPR cover as well. Smith is struggling, and yep, it doesn't get anything out of it. Now, can QPR counter here? I don't think they're going to be able to. We could try a through ball here. Lyndon Dykes receiving the ball. Can he beat James Chester with pace? It's an awful cross by Lyndon Dykes, although it is received by Willock. He's got Ostigard to beat. He does so. Austin can't beat Ostigard though. 1 minute for Stoke to get something here. Now that's the full-time whistle. Queen's Park Rangers hold on. So the final whistle ends as Queen's Park Rangers 1. I've forgotten the game. So the final whistle ends with Queen's Park Rangers 1, Stoke City 0. And that, guys, is all of the games that FIFA 22 has predicted for match day 21. So on Friday, in my score predictions, we will revisit all of these highlights and we'll react to these as always. So guys, that is the end of the stream. If you guys enjoyed it, please give the video a like if you have not done so already. If you've not hit that red subscribe button, please do so. It does really help the channel. And if you haven't shared the channel, please do so. It does really help. I'm going to go now because I'm going to have some dinner. But thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are legendary if you saw the end of the stream. And as always, I'll see you guys very, very soon. Take care, everyone. And enjoy Derby and Queen's Park Rangers tonight. I'm going 2-1 Derby. Hopefully we'll get a good game. See you guys soon.